Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I, the British Wolf, and we're back with Dream Daddy. I may have to make this one quick, though, because my husband will be home soon, and I don't like recording in front of him. Kind of feel like a fool. Anyway, here we go. While I'm doing my afternoon word jumbles, I hear the mail truck pull through the cul-de-sac. I wonder if we got any coupons today. Nice mail person slides a couple of letters in a large yellow envelope through the slot. Takes a couple of tries for him to get it in. Hey, my coupons. Take a closer look at the large yellow envelope. I little knock on Amanda's door. She probably has headphones on. Amanda? She yells through the door. What? I have something for you. Kinda busy right now, can you come back later? Okay, just thought you'd want this big old envelope you got from HIA. Yeah. Immediately, Amanda pushes the door open. Horn Institute for the Arts? I mean, if you're busy, I can come back. Baba, please! I hand her the envelope, which she tears open with her teeth. It's probably bad for your teeth. She doesn't hear me and spits out a piece of envelope. She pulls out a letter and unfolds it. And? The suspense is killing me. This is a dream school. Amanda's face is unreadable. I can't believe this. Oh, honey, it's okay if you didn't. I got in! Oh, I got in! Amanda tosses the letter aside and gives me a big hug. Congrats, sweetie. That's amazing. So proud of you. Pulls away and looks at the letter again. Oh my god, I really can't believe I got in. Of course you got in. You're a great student. You nailed that interview and your photography is incredible. Wait, Dad, I know this one's really expensive. It's so far away. I think for a moment. HI was one of the most expensive schools that Amanda applied to, but I know she had a heart set on it for the longest time. It'll be tough, but we'll make it work. Really? Of course. Amanda hugs me again. Thanks, Dad. Okay, sweetie, we're celebrating tonight. Dinner, your choice, wherever you want. Wherever? Amanda and I walk along Bayside, tearing through a foil wrapped burritos from a nearby food truck. You could have chosen anywhere in Maple Bay. Cost was not a determining factor. Please, Dad, you know I'm a simple gal. Just give me a burrito with a view. I can't say I'm mad. Amanda and I sit on a patch of grass and watch ships sail lazily through the bay. The dorms are right near a bunch of cafes and all these galleries nearby, and there's a discount if you bring your student ID. And Amanda, slow down. I'm gonna choke on your burrito. I know, I'm just excited. Did I mention the students get their own studio space once they're seniors, and we all get professional photo editing software for free? So I see Amanda so enthusiastic about HIA, but I wish she wouldn't do it between bites of a burrito. What I taught her to chew with her mouth closed. I wonder who my roommate's gonna be. Take a survey online and match with someone with similar majors and interests. I bet we're gonna be best friends. Craig and I were. Good roommate can be a lifelong friend. But don't even get me started on bad roommates. Oh no. Just kidding. We didn't have a bad roommate. Our only other roommate was a puppy that Craig brought home one night. Spent the semester fabricating a story about our new foreign exchange student who had really bad cough that sounded exactly like a dog's bark. Color rule. Yeah. I'll let you have animals in the dorm if you get a note saying you need one. I bet I could forge one. I think I'd get a rabbit, or maybe a snake, or maybe both. Would a snake eat a rabbit though? Oh boy, I think I'll leave that all up to you. She's so excited I didn't want to disappoint her, but I need to be real for a second. So, you know I had that talk with Mr. Vega? He didn't tell you about the dumpster fire, did he? What? No! I don't want to put a dampener on good news, but I need you to knock it out of the park these last few months of school, okay? If you really want to go to Horns, you need that scholarship money. I know you can do it. Okay. I promise I'll try harder. I pat her on the back. Think you can handle a 14-hour drive to come home for the holidays? It's gonna be some treacherous ice roads to cross. Don't even get me started on the paranormal occurrences. Well, it'll be worth it if I get to see you. Eyes immediately well up with tears. Oh, Dad, don't cry. Sorry, I'm very, very proud of you. You're all grown up now, and you're such a good person, and I hope you know how important you are to me. Dad, stop, you're gonna make me cry too. Still hate it, honey, it's happening. Dad, I can't get tears in my burrito, it's gonna make it taste sad. I pull Amanda in for a hug and a kiss on the forehead. Love you, kiddo. Love you too, Pops. Ah, that was a touching scene. Don't skip the corners.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Amanda? Oh, conversation ended. Hang on, was that just... back? Oh. Hey, Wolfie, what are your feelings on poker? Beyond hardly knowing her. Poker? I hardly know her. There it is. Well, good talk. Wait, I actually like poker. I just saw the joke and I had to take the shot. Please, Matt, I'm a dad. I'm contractually obligated. No, I get that. Anyway, we're having a playing weekly poker games, and I think I should send you an invite. That sounds great. I love losing money. Cool, dude. See you soon. Yeah, I'm not gonna play poker just yet. That's gonna end badly for me. Massage. Call someone if you're thinking about them. They probably want to hear from you. I don't know. That could sound needy. I was trying to make others around you happy. Hey, Daisy and I are fishing tomorrow. Are you in or out? Oh, I have a message from Brian. Oh no, I've been dreading this day. I accidentally boasted about my abilities as a fisherman to Brian. Now he's challenged me to knock that off. I've been doing my best fishing research online. I'm nowhere close to being an expert. Still, I have to accept. I type back to Brian. Sounds great, man. Super excited to catch all those fish. And my lawn could use another good mowing. That'll show him. Brian responds back, letting me know that tomorrow he'll pick us up at now I had previously forgotten existed. Man, that's gonna be a rough start. Amanda. Amanda comes into the room from the kitchen, eating a cheese stick by biting it off piece by piece like some kind of monster. Yeah, she does. Yeah, I do the same. I didn't raise you like that. Yes, you did. What? It's got a cheese string? Got a chumpy cheese for some reason. You just call me here to criticize my controversial string-eating technique or what? No, Amanda. We have to go fishing tomorrow. Well, you have to go fishing. I get to play with Brian's dog. How did I become a master of fishing overnight? You went fishing in the Girl Scouts, didn't you? Nope. My stint in the Scouts were brief and purely transactional. Thought I could get free cookies, but I didn't know that I had to, like, be outside and tie knots and stuff. But I have to beat Brian. Dad, let me tell you a story. You remember last summer how I applied for a job at the coffee shop across town? Give me a refresher? During the interview, they asked if I knew how to work an espresso machine. I really wanted the job, so I lied and said yes. The first morning, there was a line at the door. Within half an hour, I severely burned my hand, and they told me to go home and never come back. I still have a scout from that. Of course I remember. What does this have to do with fishing? The burns a metaphor, Dad. I don't get it. You can lead a horse to water? What do horses have to do with fish? Burns! Dad, please. I don't get your obsession with coming against Brian. You won't understand. It's a dad thing. Please try explaining it to me. Okay, Brian's just... He just thinks he's so much better than me, and he purposely reminds me of that whenever he can. It's like he has to be the one to one-up me. I have to beat him at his own game. Is that what you think what's happening here? No, Amanda. Okay, I know that's what's happening. Alright, Pops. We should be getting sleep. See you in the morning? Night, Panda. I brushed my teeth and threw on some pajamas. Climbed into bed, set my alarm, and closed my eyes. Okay, sleep. I'm wide awake. I can't help but think about the last time I went fishing, hoping that there's something I can glean from it to give me the edge over Brian. I was like 9 years old. My dad woke me up one morning and told me to get dressed and meet him downstairs. It was still dark out. I had no idea what was going on. Before I knew it, we were both alone in a freezing cold lake. I had to sit there for hours while it got hot and muggy in the air, thick with bugs. I picked up mosquitoes bites while my dad sat in stony silence, fishing pole in one hand and a beer in another. We didn't catch anything. On a long drive home, my father brought me a pack of cigarettes and didn't say anything. That didn't help, and I think I have some repressed sadness about my father. I'll deal with that later. I'm sitting on a boat in the middle of body water. I can't see any land, but I know it's a lake. Well, it's placid and still. I'm holding a fishing pole. Doesn't sound why, but it feels like my life depends on catching a fish right now. Cast my lure into the water and wait, and wait, and wait. My whole life is being filled with hopelessness, and I watch the line disappear into the depths below. You used the wrong lure. I look up and see my father, just as he looked that one cold morning disapproving. I'm panicking now. I pull the lure up and try to grab a different one, but all the lures in the tackle box are the exact same. I look up for my father with guidance, but he's gone. I try casting again and can't hold my footing. My boat tips and I fall into the water, sinking further and further. I see the multitudes of fish that have been lying just below the surface, all swimming around me as if to taunt me. One fish swims up to me. He has Brian's eyes. You gotta use a natural buoyancy lure if you're trying to catch a trout, buddy. I jolt awake to the sound of my alarm. It's fishing day. Don't explain a weird dream. I quickly slip on the clothes and get ready. I spot Amanda's door half open and still see her curled in a mat of blankets. Walking over to her bed, I give her a tiny kiss on the forehead. Fishing day, kiddo. You ready? No. Well, you gotta get up. I can't do this without you. Also, stop sleeping in your clothes. Amanda pulls her comforter over her head. Never. Amanda, I'll get up in a minute. Alright, Brian should be here in 20, so you better not just go back to sleep. Amanda sticks her hand through the blanket and waves me away. I leave her room, make myself some coffee, and another cup with lots of cream and sugar for Amanda whenever she gets up. Amanda eventually wanders in and chugs her coffee while I do word jumbles. I hear a doorbell ring. That must be Brian. Still rubbing her eyes, we walk outside to see Brian. He's decked out in fishing gear, and Daisy's falling asleep next to him. Early bird gets the worm, buddy. You ready to fish? I was born ready. My eyes narrowing on Brian. It's a good day to die. Hop it in, guys. Let's get this fishing party started. Walk over to the driver's side door and open it. Brian's dog immediately hops into the driver's seat, wagging his tail furiously. Can I see your license, sir? Maxwell, let Wolfie sit. Maxwell obediently hops into the back of the car with Daisy. Madda settles in next to Maxwell, and Daisy immediately falls asleep. You ready for an adventure? I'm ready for glory. I struggle to stay awake as we drive to the outskirts of town. Country music plays quietly from the radio as I watch trees pass by. So where exactly are we heading? It's about an hour north of here. A little spot I've been going to since I was a kid. My dad used to take me there all the time. I don't think anybody else knows about it. Bought everything we need so that we can catch some trout, have a nice little fire, enjoy the nature. My fishing pole's in the shop, getting it tuned up. Do you maybe have an extra I could borrow? Of course. It's probably not as nice as it sounds like yours is, though. Right. I'm digging a hole here. I stare at the forest lining the highway. The sun is just barely over the horizon, scattering dusty pink light through the trees. For a split second, I spot a deer grazing on the side of the road before it leaps back into the bush. After a nice quiet drive, Brian eventually tells me to pull off the highway and onto the dirt road. The car bumps along until we reach a clearing that opens up to a magnificent lake. Well, here we are. Step out of the car and help Brian unload her gear as Maxwell runs around us barking. The kids wake up and wander to the shore, where Daisy tries to teach Amanda how to skip rocks. Brian and I carry the tackle boxes and cooler over to the ledge of the lake, where he has a canoe waiting. Ah, great, still in one piece. Hold on, help me out with Maxwell. I help Brian place a tiny dog-sized life vest on Maxwell. Alright, your turn. Brian hands me a lime green life vest. Maybe if I fall in, you'll save me. If I fall in, I'm counting you to rescue me. Suit yourself. Brian turns to Amanda and Daisy, who are still skipping rocks. You kids want to fish? I'm going to just throw rocks at the water. Amanda hurls a rock in the pond with gusto. Yeah, take that water! Amanda, you're supposed to be skipping them. Is that what we're doing? Daisy, don't you want to fish? I think catching fish is kind of inhumane. We're gonna go explore the woods and look at bugs and stuff. Alright, be safe. Don't go too far. Brian puts a life vest around himself, and we all throw our equipment into the canoe. Maxwell happily jumps in and takes his place looking out over the front of the boat. I get into the canoe as Brian shoves off. We paddle together to get ourselves in the middle of the lake. Most freshwater fish usually feed at dusk and dawn, which is why I had to get you up so early. Yeah, I know. It's pretty common fisherman knowledge after all. Fisherman knowledge that I am knowledgeable about. Still a gambling man. You know it. Let's see who can catch more fish. You can catch more than one. Sounds easy enough to me. What's on the line? Besides all the fish I'm gonna catch, obviously. I was thinking something a little more high stakes than mowing the lawn. Custody of our children? More than that. Let's say if I win, I get your weed whacker. The Whackmaster 200,000? That's limited edition. But if you win, you get my pole saw, the Reaching Cup 3000. The cordless version? That's the one. Shit, the Reaching Cup 3000 steady that. My weed whacker is a prized possession, but there are those hard-to-reach branches at the back of the yard that have been begging for a pruning. You're on. We shake on it. I suddenly remember that I don't know how to fish. My foolish fatherly pride will one day be behind doing. Watch as Brian ties a lure and does some stuff I can't quite follow with his fishing pole. He casts into the lake. How do I know I have to do that? I stare down at the tackle box at the pole in my hand. Meh. I fish a worm from the styrofoam containers Brian brought. Slippery, but I think I can get it onto the hook if I just focus. Oh god, I'm bleeding. Oh god, the blood's everywhere. The worm is not on the hook. Need some help? No, I meant to do that. The blood attracts the fish. They can smell it from a mile away, you know. I think that's sharks. No, it's definitely fish. Now what? I take my pole and try to tie an elaborate looking knot to impress Brian. That's a classic hunter's bend. I learned that one in my youth. Yep, this one isn't coming apart anytime soon. With this knot, I will cast my heavenly line upon the unsuspecting water and deliver unto us a bountiful harvest. I look over to Brian. He didn't seem to be paying attention. Let's cast this sucker. Pull my rod back and launch the lure as hard as I can. And the lure flies off the line sails far, far away, landing in the lake with a loud sploosh. Sorry, I judged the wind speed wrong. Cold air drives pressure down. Go ahead and take my pole. I know it's hard switching to a new pole when you're not used to it. I'll fix up another lure. Brian hands me his pole with a smile, and I just sit there feeling like an idiot. Oh no. Fishing around here is easy. The group in, all you gotta do is line up 3 of the same species and reel them in. I need to match 3 of the same species?
Match that fish. Rainbow trout.
Da 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 da. 5. Ba ba ba.
Catch of the day.
What? Ah, damn it.
Nice match.
They look exactly the damn same.
Nice match.
My eyes. My eyes! Oh god, there's even a timer. Yeah. Nope. Damn it. There's gotta be a match somewhere, right? Ah, here.
Nice match.
Here.
Nice match.
God, my eyes are just blurring here. It's bad.
Nice match. Nice match.
Shit. This one.
Nice match.
This one.
Nice catch. Nice catch.
That was my plan.
Nice catch.
There we go. It's my plan all along.
Fishing.
Yes, I am fishing. Fishing good.
Match of the day.
Crap. I'm out of time. Oh, ah, damn it, I just spotted one there. Yay! I got an SO. I just noticed one here. Good work. Ah, my eyes. I always hate those things. Especially when there's a timer. Wow, this is tougher than I thought. I looked at Brian, who's smiling and obviously enjoying his time out in the lake. I will crush him. Suddenly the fishing pole jumps in my hand, reflectively tug upwards. I think I got something big. Tip of the pole and dips down repeatedly and the line starts to run. Reel it in! Finally get the fish right up to the boat. It's a long, beautiful rainbow trout. Brian hands me a net. It's all yours. I lean down and notice my hands are shaking with excitement. This fish is bigger than all the ones Brian caught. The pole is mine. Oh, my... The entire canoe tipped over me. I found myself sinking into the lake. I should have taken the line first. All of a sudden, I'm embraced underwater and Brian pulled into Brian's arms. I'm only dragged upwards, sputtering water. All of our gear floats to the surface. Maxwell doggy paddles around us in circles, having a great time. You alright? Does that count as one? Well, seeing as all our fish are now swimming safely back to the lake, I guess so. Brian laughs. Let's get you to shore. Brian and I flip the canoe back over and fill it with our no soaking wet gear. We row back to shore with Maxwell in tow. Once we get to the beach, Maxwell darts off into the woods. That pause just then, it was because I just saw him scrolling the screen and his shorts looked exactly like his skin. And it was like, what the hell is going on? Brian takes off his shirt. Dots of lake water glisten in the sun across his strong back. Man, all that general contracting must have the guy built like an ox. I hope he doesn't notice me staring. I'm gonna get a fire going so we can dry off. Wanna hand me yours? Yeah? Okay. I reluctantly take off my own shirt and toss it to Brian. Suddenly wish I had done more sit-ups in my life. Or any sit-ups at all. Really, anything... Another thing you bested me in, stupid sexy Brian. Might as well fry that shirt up. Seems it's the only lunch we'll have. Nah, the day's young. We can fish from the shore. And once Brian gets the fire going, I sit and try to dry off my pants. Brian sets a couple of lures off by the water's edge. We're probably going to have to put the kibosh on the competition for now. Till another day. My stomach growls.
No.
You hungry? Oh, I'm fine. Brian reaches into cargo shorts and pulls out a few granola bars. I have a small child. I'm flush with snacks. Brian joins me with I accept the cargo shot granola. And now, we're back to waiting. Where did the girl go off to? Shouldn't they be back now? Nah, I wouldn't worry about it too much. They're a couple of smart kids. That's what I'm worried about. They're too smart. They probably have established a small rural government at this point and installed themselves as leaders. Take a look around at the sun cresting the tree line, casting the entire lake in a warm golden glow. The forest seems to be coming alive now. Birds chirp in the distance. Wow, nature is beautiful. Mosquito bites me. I slap my neck and curse. It just sucks. Here you go, buddy. Brian hands me a bottle of bug spray. I begrudgingly take it and douse myself. Ugh, I always hated how this stuff smells. Really? I always kind of liked it. Likes me being outside. Maybe you and I have different sentiments on the outdoors. Maxwell comes bounding up to me, a huge stick in his mouth, drops it at my feet and looks at me expectantly. Really? Break it in half? Yeah. Fake out throw me, not handball. Maxwell bolts after it, running as fast as his stubby little legs can carry him. Why would you ever break the stick? Why would you ever be a dick like that? Which, consequently, is not very fast. Very cute, though. Nice throw, Wolfie. I turn away so he can't see me blush. Maxwell brings the stick back to me, clearly proud of himself. Good boy, Maxwell. You're a very good and speedy boy. You're the world champ of fetch. It's time for the pets. What's the plan? Rub that belly. Maxwell rolls over and lets me rub his belly. He wiggles on the grass, clearly loving it. You're like a bit of a third wheel. Where's my belly rubs? I'm so flustered I can barely say anything. I just focus on patting Maxwell and hope Brian doesn't notice how much I'm sweating. I'm playing with Maxwell. Fish begin routinely pulling on Brian's lines. I watch Brian effortlessly fillet the fish, squeezing a bit of lemon on him and frying him in a cast iron pan. For all we know, we have a feast fit for a couple of shirtless dudes. And a Daisy emerged from rods, looking totally unscathed. Oh, Dad Patrol. I'm gonna have some issues. I'm gonna have to issue both citations, demand you both put your shirts on. This children present. Brian tosses me my now dry shirt. Pull over my head, thankful that I will no longer be distracted by Brian and his pecs. Where you guys been? Studying etymology. What? Bugs. We were playing with bugs. I expect you guys to be more covered in, like, mud and stuff. Daisy looks offended. What do you take me for, a child? Amanda puts her hand on Daisy's shoulder. Right. We take a seat around the fire and Brian serves a generous pile of fish on paper plates. Absolutely delicious. Why does he have to be good at everything? Fish taste okay? Daisy and Amanda both nod furiously, mouthful of fish. It's incredible. I've never had fish this good. Yeah, it's great. Oh, Harding family recipe. Why are your pants wet? Well, Amanda, we were out on a lake and then I accidentally tipped over the boat. Don't worry, all the gear floated to the surface so we didn't lose anything, right, Wolfie? Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Can't believe you just covered for me. Gosh, he even out-humbles me. He's trying to beat me at everything, including my world-famous sense of humility. Son of a bitch. We finish our fish and end up playing catch with Maxwell for a little before we decide heading out. After cleaning up our camp, we pack our station wagon and let Maxwell into the back seat. Pop-Up fell asleep in a cuddle puddle with Amanda and Daisy. They had a long day. Been an ordeal today, bud. Let me drive you guys home. I want to prove that I'm the most awake dad in the block, but yeah, I'm beat. Fine. As we drive away, I take one last look at the lake disappearing behind and smile. Rest my head in the window and a low rumble of dirt road beneath us lulls me into peaceful sleep. Hey, sleepyhead. I open my eyes and realize I dozed off in my car. I self-consciously wipe a bit of drool off my chin. Oh, hey, I was resting my eyes. Just in case we suddenly have to jump into any sort of conflict, so I'm super aware of it, and ready to fight, with my strong arms. It's all good. You had some rest, buddy. Thanks for coming out with us today. I had a lot of fun with you. Thanks for inviting us. I, also had fun, actually. Glad to hear it. Take it easy, yeah? You too. Take it the easiest. Brian chuckles to himself as he unloads the car. Amanda and I get inside and immediately collapse onto the couch. Long day. Yep. I was so close to that pole saw. Pole saw? Yeah. Brian and I would compete and see who could catch the most fish and... stop. Why do you care so much? Amanda Panda, just look at the guy. He's so obviously got my number. He's rubbing my face in it. Dad, I love you, but you're kind of dumb sometimes. Dumb? Or clearly the superior dad? You know what? I don't have any of the energy required to properly unpack your weird fixation with asserting your masculinity. I'm going to bed. Night. Amanda slides off the couch and face down on the floor. I am a tired slug. Amanda, that floor is disgusting. I don't care. Well, night, honey. Night, Pops. To be fair, I get the feeling. Yeah. Dad snark. Respect. Hawaiian shirts. Bugs. Fishing.
That's
Yeah.
a 10 out of 10 if ever I've seen one.
Yes. You will respect my dadliness. And that is another day. Treat people better than they treat you. Not happening. Anyway, as I said, I'm just gonna make this quick one. Just gonna have this one day. And next time, it'll probably be the last episode. This game is over pretty fast. But I mean, I will be playing like the other other dates by myself for fun and all. But it's just, I feel like once you've seen one storyline, you probably get bored of watching me play all of them. So I'm just gonna end it with those. So anyway, as per usual, just gonna quickly save. There we go. And saved. Okay. So I've been the British Wolf, you've been the audience, and I'll see you in the next video. Ta-ta for now.